KOB Eyewitness News 4 at 6.
And tonight is going to bring another night of bone-chilling cold for those without a home across New Mexico. There are several thousand homeless people here in Albuquerque alone. Stuart Dyson spent the day following one shelter's efforts to help them. He's live downtown with a look at their plight tonight. Stuart?
Nicole, there are shelters with beds for homeless people, but they've been filling up early these days and having to turn away people. But hundreds of homeless people are going to curl up tonight in lean-tos, in tents, under bridges and highway overpasses, even in culverts. And those are the people at high risk of not making it to 2011. Seriously, that's how cold it can get tonight. Joy Junction, their mobile food wagon making its usual rounds today, offering the homeless some of the basic necessities of life, a task that's getting harder and harder in this recession.
You get used to it after a while. I've been out here 4 years. Joy Junction coming every day, that helps. Hot food, blankets.
Our wonderful community is more concerned than ever about the plight of the needy, the homeless and so on, but their own discretionary income is way down. So we're caught basically in a terrible issue because we have much more need, but the resources to help that need is way, way down.
And that goes for all the shelters that care for the homeless people. They need donations, especially in a time of brutal cold like we're going through right now. Joy Junction, with room for about 300 people, is turning away people every single night. And they hate to do that, but they just have to. We do have information on how to contact Joy Junction at KOB.com. You just go there. And the cold also causes a serious danger for your pets, too, tonight. Best advice, in a nutshell, from veterinarians, get them in the house. If you can't get them in the house, if that's out of the question, get those pets in a garage. If it's a dog house, make sure there's some blankets in there. Downtown, Stuart Dyson, KOB Eyewitness News 4.
Now, Action 7 News live at 6. Coverage you can count on.
Tonight, it's going to be the coldest night we have had in 4 years. Wind chills could dip below zero. Action 7 News reporter Lacey Chris has more on the effort to keep the homeless safe in these dangerous temperatures.
You can hear the biting wind blowing across the West Mesa.
At least out with a tent, I'm out of the wind. I'm bringing blankets. It's going to help a lot.
Raymond Roy calls this area home, but he says he doesn't know what he would do without this warm blanket from Joy Junction.
God sent.
Joy Junction's Lifeline truck drives around to popular places for the homeless and hands out the blankets and warm food to make sure everyone is safe, even in the bone-chilling cold.
Well, that means a lot to keep me warm in my van, because I don't want to freeze my butt off.
A little bit of steaming hot chili goes a long way in this cold. Robert Kakis says he's concerned about surviving in this weather.
Even in my van, I mean, you know, they got so much gas. Try to keep that thing going, you know. It's not easy being out here.
Joy Junction CEO Jeremy Reynolds says he expects the shelter to be full tonight, but he's concerned for those staying outside.
Not only on the Mesa getting cold, but maybe even in downtown Albuquerque, you know, they have some old buildings, some buildings that are completely abandoned. And if it's as cold down there tonight as it is now, that people will start a fire and perhaps even burn.
In Albuquerque, Lacey Chris, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Reynolds says Joy Junction has been at capacity the last few nights. He says when that happens, the homeless are taken to the old West Side jail, which serves as an emergency shelter.